Hi, I am Prashant Kumar, Assistant Professor, Computer Science and Engineering, MS Engineering College, Bangalore. Yes, this diagram we have seen in the previous class, okay, yarn part 1. So, those who absent in the previous class, they can watch the video we have already posted, then understand what is this diagram and how this diagram is meaningful with respect to yarn architecture. Then today we will what we discussed in the previous class, the same thing we will consolidate one by one. There are 4 important components in the yarn architecture. These are the 4 important components: resource manager, node manager, application master, container. So, resource manager, we know it is an ultimate authority of what? Resource allocation. Where we can see resource manager? We can see resource manager in master node. Okay, master node, if you check it, there is one Java process is running related to yarn, that we can name it as a resource manager. Okay, resource manager, a prime important master process of yarn MapReduce framework. Then what it will do? It will accept the MapReduce job from a client. Okay, on receiving the process request, it passes part of request to the corresponding node manager accordingly, where the actual processing take place. Okay, because the actual execution is taking place in the node manager, so it will pass a few things to the node manager. Okay, that means accepting and passing few information to the node manager. It is an arbitrator. Okay, look at here, it's an arbitrator of the cluster resources. Okay, overall resources of the cluster. Suppose you have 100 nodes, then all resources, memory, CPU and hard disk, okay, storage medium, etc., network, every resources who will manage, resource manager will allocate. Okay, because there are all these 100 nodes are part of the cluster, Hadoop cluster. So, it's an arbitrator of the cluster resources and decide the allocation of the available resources for computing application. Okay, sorry, not computing, computing application. So, 2-3 MapReduce applications simultaneously running. All those running application need resources. So, resource manager will accept the request from different running MapReduce application and allocate based on the requirement. Okay, based on the strategy. Okay, based on the policy that it has. Okay, so optimize the cluster utilization, like keeping all resources in use. Okay, every resources, a part of a fraction of resources always in use, it will maintain that. Okay, otherwise some resources will use more, some resources will not use much. Okay, so there is a mismatch will come. So resource manager will resolve that problem by optimizing the utilization of each and every resources. Okay, so by applying some policies, okay, capacity, guarantee, fairness, etc. Then I told there are 2 part of resource manager, 2 part. Okay, this single resource manager itself contain 2 part. One is a scheduler, second one is application manager. Scheduler and application manager together we are calling as resource manager. Okay, together it is actually, we can say, 2 threads running in were resource manager. 2 threads you can say. Scheduler is one part, application manager is another part. Together we are calling resource manager. Okay, so whatever we said above this point, 4 points, it is nothing else the part of the scheduler and application manager. Look at what is a scheduler. Scheduler, from the name itself we can understand it will schedule something. Correct. Scheduler is responsible for allocating resources to the various running application. Okay, so scheduler is responsible for allocating resources to the running application, subject to the constraint of capacity, guarantee, queue, fairness, etc. So, I told in the previous class what is meant by capacity. So, multiple queue will maintain, okay, more than one queue, and each queue allocate a fixed capacity of the resources. Then whoever requesting the resources coming under any of these queues, and those requests in one queue, they will get the resources which is available in that queue. Okay, in that way it will manage. Yeah. Second point is scheduler perform its scheduling function based on the resource requirement of the application. Definitely. Okay, request come and it will process the request, and if available then will allocate. If it offer no guarantee about restarting failed task, so that is not the responsibility of scheduler. Whenever a task failed, then it will not take the complete responsibility of that task for restarting. Okay. Two type of scheduler you can see: capacity scheduler, then fair scheduler. Okay, these are the two scheduler available so far in Hadoop version 2. Okay, you can opt one, because as a cluster designer, I can decide what scheduler I want to use in my yarn. Okay, I can use capacity scheduler, I can use fair scheduler. Depends upon my requirement, I can decide it. These options Hadoop is providing that facility to the cluster designer to decide based on the available scheduler algorithm. Okay, these are two scheduler algorithm: capacity scheduler and fair scheduler. Okay, this is also a configurable parameter of the cluster, configurable parameter like replication. Okay, second one is application manager. It's not application master. Okay, it is not application master, it is application manager, which is in resource manager. Okay, application manager is a part of resource manager. It is responsible for accepting job submission from a client. Definitely client will submit the job, application manager of the resource manager accept that job, then negotiate the first container from the resource manager for executing the application specific application master. That means in simple we can say application manager is responsible for starting the first container in a particular node for a particular application or specific application. Okay, see a client is submitting, look at a client is submitting a job to the cluster, a client is submitting a job to the MapReduce job to the cluster, then who will accept that job? Resource manager accept that job. And which part of the resource manager accept that job? Application manager in the resource manager receive that job from a client. Okay, then what it will do? It will negotiate with the node manager and find a node manager suitable for starting application master. Okay, suitable for starting application manager. That means this application manager in the resource manager need to find a node to start what application master. Okay, specific to that application. Clear? So client is submitted a MapReduce application, so resource manager accepted it, and resource manager will start a application master. Okay, it will give the instruction to the node manager. That means it is talking to node manager, it will communicating to node manager, one node manager, not all node manager, one of the node manager, and it will identify which is the suitable node manager, then give the instruction to the node manager for starting a application master specific to that application submitted by client. So for starting, the first step is what? To start application master. Okay, so without starting application master you can't do anything related to that job, because rest of the thing, how to request the resources required for starting, required for executing that job, and which all are the node will involve, everything who will manage? Application master will manage. Okay, look at, it's a sequence of process. Resource manager, that means application manager within the resource manager will accept that job and will give the instruction to the node manager for starting application master. Okay, specific, see, for one job only one application master is required. So 100 job is running means there are 100 application master in different node. Okay, then look at manages running the application master. So it primary responsibility of the application manager is, okay, it's a manager. Okay, it's a manager, so it will manage what? Application master is running in the cluster. So what is application manager? Application manager is a part of resource manager, and which will manage application master is running in the cluster. Okay, and provide service for restarting the application master, because if a particular application master fail in execution, then what? If it fail means that job will fail. Okay, that application master is corresponding to one job. If application master fail, then that job also will fail. So whenever application master fail, then we need to start a application master for taking over the charge of the failed application master. Correct. Then who will give the instruction? Application manager will give the instruction to the node for restarting the failed application master. Application master failed, job failed. So application manager is monitoring all application masters. Application master is in node, running in node, but application manager is running in master. Okay, application manager is a part of resource manager. Okay, so application manager plus scheduler, we call it as a resource manager. These two we call it as a resource manager. Okay, so resource manager is in where? Master. So this is what this resource manager contain application manager, but application master is in another, some other client node. Okay, some other slave node. Okay, for each job there is one application master. Each MapReduce job submitted by a client running in the cluster, you can see one application master. Yeah, then node manager. Node manager you can find in where? Slave nodes. Okay, for each node there is one node manager. Okay, node manager is our usually in our MapReduce version 1, you can see node manager you can equate to your task tracker. Task tracker is what? Slaves, correct. So similarly node manager is what? A manager, a process running in each nodes. Okay, 100 nodes are there, means 100 node manager you can see. It take care of individual node, correct, because see node manager for example, so it take care of individual nodes in the Hadoop cluster and manages user jobs and workflow on the given nodes. Okay, so it is responsible of managing what, because node is the real computing part. So how the job is doing, how the workflow is happening, everything who will manage? Node manager will manage. So it register with the resource manager and send heartbeat with the health status of the node. Heartbeat I told, because okay, you need to tell, you will be in the meeting, then only I can understand what you are. See, when I call something, when I ask something, then Abdul Rahman should respond, then only I can understand what, yeah, Abdul Rahman is listening in the class, correct. So that is why what in Hadoop cluster will do, each node manager will periodically send a heartbeat to the resource manager. So resource manager will yeah, upon receiving a heartbeat, then resource manager will understand, yeah, that node is active, correct. So that is what, remember, status, health status. Okay, then its primary goal is to manage application container assigned to it by the resource manager. Look at here the diagram. So see, for example, in this one third node, you can see a node manager. So what, there are two container running in third node, correct. Third node, two container you can see. So what it will do, this node manager is responsible for all the container running in that node, correct. That is the third point. Okay, third point. Primary goal is to manage application container. Application container is the real what, logical grouping of resources. So by using that resources, we are running the job. Okay, actually computing node, computing resources required. Then it keep up to date with the resource manager. Up to date means what? Yeah, what portion of the job is completed, what is its status, etc. Everything will communicate to resource manager. Node manager will communicate to resource manager. And application master request the assigned container from the node manager, sending it a container launch context. Okay, CLC, container launch context, which includes everything the application need in order to run. Okay, the node manager create the requested container, process and start it. Okay, see, look at here, one node manager, one container is running. So application master is there. So suppose an application master want to run one more container in this node, then what it will do? Application master send a client container what, launch context to the node manager. So application master to the node manager. Then what, upon receiving the CLC, container launch context, node manager will start a container. That's all. Okay, so this is between what, application master and node manager. To start a container, so what it will do, request from application master to, not a request, it's an instruction to the node manager. Application master instruct the node manager, start a container. So similarly, you can see here, see, this application master given instruction to this node to start this two container. Is it clear? Because look at this two container is assigned to this application master, correct. So 1, 2, 3, these three container are responsible for what, running a job submitted by a client, correct. because this is the application master running in this second node. So 3 containers are assigned. So how they started the container? So this container is started by giving the instruction to this application manager to this node manager and started. Then similarly, this application master given the instruction to node manager to start these 2 container. Okay, that is what it telling 5th point. Okay, so application master giving CLC to the node manager, then node manager will start container. So what is CLC mean? Nothing else, the information related to starting of a container. How much memory, how much CPU, how much what storage, network, etc. are required for starting that container. Then 6th point, look at 6th point, monitor resource usage. Okay, monitor resource usage means, look at this diagram. This application master will monitor the resource usage of, see, because anyway container is there, resources are allocated. Here 2 container is there, resources are allocated. So node manager will, this node manager will check how much resources it is using, how much resources it is using, monitor it. Okay, monitor the resource usage, monitor and manage, because these 2 container is within this node, this container is within this node, this container is within this node. So this node manager will monitor this container, this node manager will monitor this container. Okay, then last point is, see, look at this application is completed its execution. Okay, application master is running. So once it is completed, that assigned application completed, then it will release the request. It will release the request to kill the container. Okay, then who will kill? Node manager will kill the container. So this node manager will kill this container. This node manager will kill this container. Okay, so starting a container, killing a container, who will do? Node manager will do. And how can I start? Application master will give the instruction to node manager starting, and application master will give the instruction to the node killing. Okay, so node manager will do that operation, but instruction will coming from application master. Yeah, then next point, application master. Okay, almost we have seen many times application master. Then